Yo, what's up, Ivan? How are you doing? We're back in here today. We got another Pirate Warriors 4 stream. Have you been keeping up with the news? Have you seen that they announced Killer as a DLC character? So now we have 2 out of the 3 DLC characters announced. Yo, what's up, Camelot? Yo, what's up, Ken? How are you doing? How's everybody doing tonight? Alright, so let's get right in here. Anybody who wants to jump into the lobby, feel free to. Just look up the room Panda King EX. Yo, my man Kyushu. In the flesh. Alright, so what character do you all want to see today first? Dang, you're throwing away everybody's throwing their responsibilities away to go search for One Piece with me. It's gonna be a long journey. Biscuits? We don't have any biscuits, but we definitely have some crackers. Alright, I like this setup, so I think I'm just gonna roll with this. Let me see. I don't know if I need triangle attack enhancement. That's the only one that I'm kinda skeptical of. I think I want concentration instead. So how's everybody been? What games have you all been playing? What are you all looking forward to? What's the good news going on right now? We got Law in here. Yo, a lot of people like playing Law. I'm actually surprised. I mean, I love Law. He's one of my favorite characters. I don't like playing him as much. You don't know what's coming? Alright, well let me tell you something that you should maybe look into. The new Samurai Jack game, which is coming out on the 21st, I believe, like next week. Yo, this game looks insane. There's like some footage online. There's some good footage to check out that shows how deep the game can be. Like, it's like on the level of something like Devil May Cry with some of the depth it has. So yo, if you're into action games, definitely keep your eye on the Samurai Jack game coming out next week because it actually looks incredibly good. I'm super hyped to play it. Yo, Marvel's Avengers beta, can you still get in that beta? Is that like something you had to sign up for? I actually kind of want to try that. It looks pretty cool. Especially Black Widow, she looks pretty cool. Yo, we got Kyushu in here. Andy's running Smoothie. Look at this squad, yo. We have Ace, we have Smoothie, we have Law, we have Cracker. This is a strong squad. Rob Lucy is underrated. I think he's... I mean, in terms of usage, I can agree. I don't see many people use him. But I think a lot of people like him. I feel like he's I think a lot of people think he's not too bad, though. But yeah, you definitely don't see him a lot at all. You're a pleb that still doesn't have the DLC? You know what? I don't even blame you for that because I'm not gonna lie, like, it's really not worth the money. in my opinion. Like, it's not worth the money. Like, the characters are so freaking fun. I'm not even gonna lie, but the price they're asking is too much. So I don't blame anybody who doesn't buy the DLC. The characters are a lot of fun, but the price is kind of crazy. It's open beta for PS4? Yo, so what do? Just go onto the store and download it? I might do that. Yo, that was a setup right there. I don't even know if I have all my right abilities right now. Yo, I just perfectly timed that. So I activated my full force burst right as soon as he red bursted out of my combo. Yo, Ace isn't a problem anymore. You gotta love it. Okay, he's only a slight problem now. he's not like a complete problem. He's still just like a slight problem. Alright, so our objective is capture territory. I didn't even realize what we were doing for a while. Where's Akainu when you need him? I don't know. You know, I don't see a lot of Akainu players, surprisingly. He's so crazy in this game. Yo, my character just got destroyed by the strongest enemy in the game, the wall. What's that ability I have? I have no clue what one of the abilities I have is. There's Akainu, but he's playing for the wrong team. Yo, that was weird. That was such a weird interaction. Yo, can I can. Yo, the thing, what I have to do that, to like speed dash while holding my charge is kind of weird, but you can definitely do it. What do I think about X-Drake and Killer? And yo, you just threw that third in there. I mean, even though they're probably gonna be the third, but I don't think they're like officially confirmed yet. But what do I think? I think this is actually a. I like the pack. They all look really cool to me. I think like X-Drake especially, everybody was wanted him in the base game. I think Killer's something I didn't expect at all. And I think he's going to be like a lot of fun. He's probably just going to be super fun to play as. And Uruguay, I don't know if I'm even saying his name right, but I just like his design a lot, honestly. Am I gonna update the list, like my tier list? I'm not gonna update my tier list until all the DLC comes out. If I do. If I even do. But yeah. But I'll try to update my tier list when the DLC comes out, but it doesn't really make sense to update it. It doesn't make sense to update it until they do all the DLC. Especially because the DLC characters are all gonna be, I don't know, like if the DLC characters are all the same, like on the same level as these first three, which I'm sure they will be, like all the DLC characters are gonna shake up the tier list a lot. Because it's like, all of these characters, you know, like Smoothie's already a top tier character. Cracker's one of the best speed types. I wouldn't say Cracker's top tier, but Cracker's definitely like one of the, probably the best speed type besides Ace. I'm trying to think of who are other strong speed types right now. A lot of the speed types are just kind of mid-tier for the most part. But I would say Cracker's like a high tier. Cavendish kind of broken? I mean, I think he's very mid. I think like Hakubo does have some brokenness to it, but I don't know. I mean, he can be, like if you play him just super clean and well, he can be like a high tier. He's definitely up there as one of the better speed types though, yeah, I can agree with that. Like he's definitely like in the top of the speed types. Honestly, the character that I really kind of wanted was Baby 5. But I don't think that's gonna happen based on all the speculation. Yo, GG's everybody. It's time to put up the next game. What character do you all want to see this time? Yo, Katakuri is like, I'm pretty sure Katakuri is still my most played character. I gotta check actually. Okay, but there's like speculation that Kikunojo could be a DLC character, and yo, it kind of seems like she'll be like the good Tashigi, if she is one. All right, what do we got here? Sanji. All right, we go Sanji. Let's do Sanji. This is 4 players, so even if I can't hit the ladies, someone else can. One of the boys gonna get the ladies for me. Alright, let me check. Hold on, I need to check my... Yeah, here we go. Yeah, look at Katakuri. That's Katakuri. I know that's Katakuri. I've used Katakuri like more than my second most used character. Yo, but you see Tashigi's in my top 3. Even though Tashigi's just a bit of a disaster in this game, I still repped her. I still got her in my top 3. And Carrot, yo, you know Carrot, like, she just ended up second place strictly because of when the game first came out. I don't know if you all remember, like, the first streams when this game came out and I was literally playing Carrot, and I actually thought Carrot was, like, the best character in the game. She felt like the best character until getting to New World content. I literally got, like, all of my playtime with Carrot right when the game first came out, because she was so much fun. Yo, why can't the Shigi air combos? Yo, I don't even know. It doesn't make any sense to me, to be honest. She can like air combo better in Pirate Warriors 3 than she can in 4, which is really awkward. This is very awkward. Yo, there's Drake. I actually gotta like start looking at Drake's moveset as an NPC to see what works, to see what to expect from the final character. But I mean, I'm pretty sure they're probably gonna change a lot for the DLC version of it. At least property-wise. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like maps would be much more appreciated than characters right now. I mean, characters are definitely nice, but you gotta have content to go along with it. Like with Fire Emblem, if you played Fire Emblem Warriors right, like Fire Emblem Warriors did it probably as good as you can do it. Releasing whole new maps along with the characters. Yo, it's been so long since I've played Sanji, like I'm not even familiar with his moves at all. Fire Emblem Warriors did get complained about a lot, but I think overall the game was probably like a pretty solid success. I think it sold pretty well, and overall I think a lot of people liked it. But yeah, there's a lot of complaining. I mean, that's the nature of the beast when, especially after Hyrule Warriors and all the other variables to consider. I think they did good with it though, honestly. It's definitely like one of my top 5 favorite moves again. Yo, you can't launch these guys, can you? I know you can't launch these guys. Yo, Sanji's moves are just not what they should be in this game. Oh my gosh, the walls. Oh gosh, I'm about to die. I know it's gonna die. I don't even think we're getting a character pass 2. I'm not even gonna lie about that. I don't see a character pass 2 happening, period. I think they're probably just gonna go straight to a sequel if they do anything else. If they give us a character pass 2, I'm gonna be genuinely just like through the roof impressed. Not impressed, that's not the right word, because I would just be surprised, like straight up surprised. But I'm not expecting a character pass 2 at all. I feel like, to me, they just want to finish this DLC because they already committed to it. You know, it's already a thing. They have to finish it now since people bought the pass and move on. That's like the exact vibe I'm getting, is that they just want to get it over with and move on with the least amount of effort possible. Because, like, let's look at Sword Art Online, for instance. Other Namco games. Like, Sword Art Online, you know, that game just came out. Not even a month ago. And, you know, they're already on top of all the DLC and the updates and all that stuff for that game. That game already got patched more than this game has. And it's been out for like a month. And then you look at, like, Fairy Tail from Koei Tecmo. And that game's already got, like, a better, like, post-release roadmap going on than Pirate Warriors 4, so it's just like, yo, they just didn't care for this game, it feels like. Yo, can I kill him with the power dash? Got him. Chipped him out. Yeah, Pirate Warriors 4 isn't a priority, which is so strange because they literally advertise. If you go to the website, so if you go to the Pirate Warriors 4 website, it literally like throws in your face like how this is the best-selling One Piece game series and all that. So it's so weird. I don't know. This game had to like underperform, I guess. That's the only thing I can guess, is that this game underperformed from what they wanted it to perform, which is why they just haven't been vocal about it at all. Whoops. Alright, let me see who the next character is. That Sanji play was not good at all. I'm not gonna lie, but Sanji's like a character that I feel like I need to be in practice with, because that was just pretty terrible. Alright, next we got Kuzan. Kuzan's definitely a real homie. Definitely one of my favorite technique type, probably. Yo, good carrot. Yeah, the carrot gameplay was on point. I saw the carrots. I saw those bunnies hopping everywhere. Good. It was good stuff. It was good carrot play. Yo, so this game was in development for, from what I read in the interviews, this game's been in development for like 3 years. Right? Almost. I know Pirate Warriors 4 came out like, what, 4 years ago? Yeah. So this game was in development for longer than it took them to release Pirate Warriors 1, 2, and 3. Right? We don't know how long the first Pirate Warriors was in development for. I don't think they ever talked about that. But from the first Pirate Warriors releasing to the third Pirate Warriors releasing was less development time than what they spent on 4 in its entirety, from what I've researched pretty much. So basically 4 is like the game that had the most weight on it to perform, because they spent a lot of time making this game. And I mean, you can definitely tell in some ways, because the visuals are very nice, the game runs really well. I mean, like all the assets in this are pretty top quality, some of the best I've seen in a Musa game, to be honest. But yeah, if they really did spend that much time working on this game, then that puts a lot of weight on it to perform well. Yeah, they denied the idea of making Pirate Warriors 4 before, or I mean, they said they didn't want to make it until more content. They gave a lot of excuses for it, but then when Pirate Warriors 4 was being talked about, they come out and say, well, this game's actually been in development all this time, pretty much. So, I don't know. They're given, like, they definitely give some mixed vibes, but I was definitely gonna, like, source check it after this and everything, but yeah. That's pretty much what I've seen, is that like this game's actually been in development for quite a while. Even when they made it seem like they weren't even working on this series or thinking about this series at all. Yeah, and I would say like they probably weren't in like full scale development, right? Like even if they did start the game in 2017, it probably wasn't like full, like it probably wasn't like the full team working on it. It was probably more in early planning phases and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't think like the game's been in like full-on development that long, but at least like in the concept stages. Yo, drop that hammer on him. Yo, that killed him. Holy crap. I wasn't expecting that. Yo, and I see Kyushu in here. I just noticed that Kyushu popped in here with Kizaru, devoted to the cause. Yeah, Kyushu's a true Kizaru main. Yo, I know a lot of people got like a lot of people like came at me on my tier list for putting Kizaru in a lower ranking. I probably could put him higher, but I know that was like one of the characters that people called out the most in my tier list was Kizaru. Pretty much my main thing with Kizaru is that like if he wasn't Logia, like yo, this character would struggle. In my opinion, like he's okay. Like he's actually passable just because he's Logia, but without that, yo, imagine playing him and he doesn't have his Logia traits. That would be so rough for him. Yeah, honestly, every character is viable, you know? At the end of the day, it's like, even Chopper is viable. I definitely did some work with Chopper. It's just like, I guess it's just a matter of like, does the character feel viable in like a good way, or do you just gotta feel like you're going out of your way to make this character work? Because there's definitely some characters that just feel like you have to go out of your way to make them work. Hey, well, I'll tell you one thing, like, all of the Kizaru stands are having a hard time seeing him being talked down to, but all the Tashigi stands, yo, I think all of us Tashigi players are in agreement that Tashigi is not what she needed to be. Yo, I don't think Oda would show them that stuff that far in advance. That leaves too much room for them to get leaked. And you know how like today is. Like stuff gets leaked. Stuff just gets leaked. So I really don't think that they gave it out that early. Oh my gosh. Yo, Crocodile. Cause okay, so think about this. I was about to make an example, but I don't think this was gonna be a good example anyways, since I was about to say for 4th gear Luffy, right? They could have had him in Pirate Warriors 3, but to be honest, that wouldn't have worked because he was announced after Pirate Warriors 3 came out, so he was revealed in the manga after Pirate Warriors 3, so that honestly wouldn't work. But I don't know, for some reason I always thought they would have made Bounce Man a DLC character. They should have made him a DLC character. I thought that would have been cool. They kind of missed the opportunity. So Burning Blood had to be like our first time getting to play Bounce Man in a video game. I believe so, right? I'm pretty sure it was. Burning Blood was so bad it made you sad. Yo, I liked the game. Like, I don't think it was like a great game, but it had its appeal. It had some fun factor to it. Like, there was some really weird things you could do in it that were just kind of entertaining to me. I would say, like, if we compare it to a game like Jump Force, I definitely liked it more than that. Yeah, for me, I always felt like they should have added Bounce Man as a DLC character in 3, because it's like that was when he was hot. He was like the new hot thing, and that would have been like the coolest thing in the world if they were like, "Yo, we got this DLC character out of nowhere." They could have did it, but you know, they missed the window. They missed the hype window, so we just had to get it when we got it. So it's like he's so cool, but the hype window's missed. Yo, Samuel, I'm doing great. How are you doing? Let me see who's next. Oh my goodness. Yo, can I even find this? Alright, Usopp. We about to play some Usopp though? In Bounty Hunter? Alright, here we go. Yo, this filled up fast. Everybody was waiting for Bounty Hunter, I see. Everybody's waiting for that Bounty Hunter. Because this is the highlight. The Bounty Hunter is always the highlight. I don't really know what setup I got going on here, but we're just gonna rock it. Yo, what the heck? He really has this many Muso specials? I can just bring nothing but Muso specials? Alright. I'm about to do it. This is gonna be so degenerate. But I'm doing it. I don't know which ones are like the good ones though, that's the problem. But we're just gonna go with 3 and see what happens. Switch this for this. Actually, hold on. Alright, we're good. Yo, he just snatched me while I was trying to plant my veggies? Oh my gosh. Alright, there we go. I needed this very badly. Alright, let's see what we can do with all these specials. Yo, this is one of my favorite ones too. Oh my gosh. Yo, these guys are so hard to deal with as these hop. The no-hit stun on his square string really shows here. Yo, please! Please let me touch the ground. Yo, this is gonna be rough. We're literally just started this and I can already tell it's gonna be like crazy rough. There's a lot of enemies spawning here. Alright. Let's head up here. Wrong way. Oh my gosh, Kuzana. I don't even know what to do against the Logia type with Usopp. Alright, there we go. Yo, this is my least favorite stage for Bounty Hunter because it's so hard to get to all the, like, the boss enemies. One Piece MMO? Honestly, I would love to play that. I've honestly just, like, the main reason I haven't been streaming is just because I've literally been playing Final Fantasy 14. I would definitely love a One Piece MMO though, that would be a lot of fun. Alright, I'm going over here. This is an easy target. This is something I can work with. Yo, Final Fantasy 14 is great. It's kind of too good actually, and especially because they just got the free trial where you can play like the full game and the first expansion. So I'm all in. Having a lot of fun with that game. If they made a One Piece MMO, like, I don't know, for some reason I would assume that they would almost, they would make it like, they would make the fruits almost like a race. Like, what would normally be races in other MMOs, they would just make a fruit. So you'd be like, you could pick like between certain fruits. I guess the question is which ones would they actually pick though, because they wouldn't be able to have that many, maybe like 10 at most, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what would be practical for them to start with. They could probably add more, but that would probably be like the big thing, is adding more types of fruits throughout the expansions and whatnot. But to me, that's like, would be the best approach to a One Piece MMO, is be able to create your character around certain fruit powers. But yeah, it's hard to make a One Piece MMO just because like literally every character is in One Piece is like completely unique to their abilities and whatnot. And you could even say extra unique, and extra unique not only because of their fruit, but a lot of them just have their own unique fighting styles on top of that before even factoring in their fruit. Yo, I didn't even get to see the scores at the end though. Who flexed? Who flexed in that run? Katakuri, my man Juza did the work. Yo, surprisingly I did better than I thought I would do, considering I have no clue what I'm doing with Usopp, so I guess it worked out in some way. Alright, throw me some new character recommendations. Rob Lucy next? Alright, we can do that. We talked about Rob Lucy earlier, so this is a very good pick. My man Rob Lucy needs more screen time out here. And this is like This is the stage right here. One of the most fun stages besides Bounty Hunter. This and Bounty Hunter, the two best stages in my opinion. Yo, Shanks is a lot of fun. Shanks is like a... He made a good transition to this game, surprisingly. I was kind of curious like how Shanks was gonna play if you took away his broken R1, but he's here, yo. Shanks turned up. He's still incredibly strong, and he doesn't even have his R1 even as like one of his R1 abilities. So you know, Shanks is just a beast. He's just destined to be a beast. They could scrap the entire of Luffy's crew for an MMO, honestly. I mean, I could kind of agree with that. The only character that from the Straw Hats that I think even really needs to be represented gameplay wise would be Luffy himself. Everybody else is kind of like, I don't know, the rest of Straw Hats, their abilities are they're a bit too gimmicky, I think, to translate well. I mean, they don't even translate that well into this game, unfortunately. The Straw Hats are just, they've always been consistently some of the weaker characters in the Pirate Warriors games, because their abilities are just really awkward and abstract. Nami could probably work at it. I mean, she would definitely be like a mage-esque style character, which wouldn't be a bad type to have. Yo, Nami's one of your faves? Yo, you gotta give us the dibs on like the good gameplay strategies, cause honestly, like I have such a hard time playing as her. I'll have to sit down and like really focus on her someday, because she's not, I don't know, like in Pirate Warriors 3, like she's I like her a lot. Like I'm very comfortable with her gameplay, but in this game, ooh, she's really hard to use. She's really awkward to use. The way her lightning gimmick works in this game is not the same. Or it's not as easy to exploit, I guess you could say. Give her the skills that make her invincible during attacks? That sounds like a good idea. I'm sure there's actually like a handful of characters that could really benefit off that ability. I've only been exploring that ability just recently, but it is a really cool ability. Like I've actually been using it with Judge because his armor break is really slow. So I've actually been using it with Judge to use his armor break more reliably. I always hate coming to this spot at the beginning. Yo, Ace and Whitebeard are just not the way you want to start them up. Yo, did we get wrecked already? It happened. It happened. I'm dying, yeah. My full health was right there. Alright, that was the warm-ups. That was the warm-ups. So we're gonna go. That was warm-ups. Whoops. I gotta go back. I didn't put it in multiplayer. Yo, what's up, Joshua? Thank you for that. I'm glad you enjoy my content. Rob Manlet. Small. He's small compared to Whitebeard. Like, his human form or his beast form, or just both, or just in general. Like. Alright. Let's try this again. What is this? Decrease stamina consumption while airborne. I don't know if I need this. I think I would rather have concentration. Alright, so let's do this again. We got a strong squad too. Smoothie. An eighth. Yo, I would have loved some form of PvP. I'm not gonna lie. It would be wild for a game like this, but I love it. I like the PvP in Warriors Orochi 4. I've always liked the PvP in any Warriors games. Like, it's always been so weird and janky, but it's like, it's fun in its own way. Kaido and Mihawk? Yeah, there's like definitely balance issues in this game. This game's not remotely balanced at all. Alright, I'm going up here. Whitebeard could just vibe down there for a second. This game's balance is flawless. Yo, like, Smoothie's charge attack hits off screen. It's like she's hitting into a completely different game. Like, they just made Smoothie so over dramatic, I feel like, and they did it on purpose. I know that. It's like the range on her charge for square times 3 into triangle and square times 4 into triangle is just like, it's ridiculous. It literally hits enemies that you can't even visibly see. So yeah, imagine playing. So yeah, imagine fighting, like, going online with Smoothie, and you're just literally getting hit by like water waves out of nowhere that you can't even see. Yo, you missed us. You didn't miss anything, Kyushu, because we we kind of failed a little miserably right at the beginning of this mission. So we're on round 2 right now. We're getting the run back. Yo, his square string. I feel like I need to test something right now. I need to test something. I can't get on the ground though to go into beast form. I feel like when he's in his beast form, he can loop his square string. I feel like I saw it earlier, but I can't test it right now. Because I have to start in beast form before I go into awakening. Yo, Rob Lucy's cool as fuck. Dude's just styling. Yo, wait, I got into beast form? In awakening? How did I do that? Yo, that's I did not know you could do that. And yes, there you go, you can loop the square string. I did not know you could get into beast form like that. So if you do his dive kick and you press triangle again, he roars and goes into his beast form even while you're in full force burst. Yo, this is crazy, dude. I didn't know that. Yo, we're surrounded. Yo, Sanji needs so much help. Yo, Sanji's like a tragedy because I don't know if you all know, but in Pirate Warriors 1, Sanji was like probably the best character. Like he was beyond busted in Pirate Warriors 1. There was also like no females in Pirate Warriors 1 as well, so. But just mechanically, he was really strong, even without factoring in females or not. Like he was just mechanically busted in that game. What's my favorite Warriors game? I mean, I'm pretty sure like I feel like you could get like I feel like the chat could definitely guess what my favorite Warriors game is. I'm gonna see if y'all can figure it out. There we go, yo. Kyushu already knows. He already knows. Pirate Warriors 3 is like definitely my favorite Warriors game, just hands down, straight up. But I'd say like my top 5 is Pirate Warriors 3, Fire Emblem Warriors, Hyrule Warriors, Dynasty Warriors Gundam Reborn, and Samurai Warriors Spirit of Sonata. Honestly, I feel like I could put Pirate Warriors 4 in my top 5, as well. I just don't know what I want to replace it with. Probably Samurai Warrior Spirit of Sonata. Spirit of Sonata was actually, like, I love Spirit of Sonata. I like the direction they went with it. The story was really interesting, focusing on just the clan, as opposed to the more brief story that they do, focusing on everybody. Alright, so next we got Sabo. Yo, Sabo versus Giants. How does that go? I don't have a lot of experience fighting Giants with Sabo. I feel like it's not gonna go that well, but we're gonna find out. I keep messing up inputs going between Pirate Warriors 3 and 4. I mean, it makes sense. The games don't function anything alike. I think for me, like, if I don't play Pirate Warriors 3 often, I have to warm up with Pirate Warriors 3 pretty much. Like, I definitely, like, anytime I go back to playing Pirate Warriors 3, I always have to, like, really warm up. Take, like, a good hour, maybe half hour if it goes well. But there's definitely, like, a warm-up period getting back into Pirate Warriors 3 because the execution in that game is very, very different from other Warrior games. Like, especially if you're trying to play that game well with the whole dodge offset mechanic and stuff. So the execution it's very different from Pirate Warriors 4 and other Warrior games in general. But I mean, that's one of the things that makes me like the game so much, because the execution in Pirate Warriors 3 it's definitely, like, even to this day, I feel like I'm always learning new execution tricks, because the execution in that game is so deep and intricate. That's why I like it. That's, like, definitely one of the reasons I like it so much. Listen, I'm gonna sit over here and just I'm gonna fight these little trash mobs. For y'all, cause I don't know if I want to fight these giants. Who's down here? I guess we just have Kaido spawned in the corner so far. Oh, here's Big Mom. Yo, Big Mom's already half dead, yo. Oh, we have Ace, I see why. Ace is doing that work. You see that health bar disappearing? Here comes Sabo, discount Ace. Dude, you know what I want to see is 4 Ace players against the Whitebeard. The Whitebeard on the, I think it's like the defense map. We have to defend for 10 minutes. Am I gonna make it? No, Whitebeard's dead. I'm reviving somebody. I came up here just to revive, that's all. Medic Sabo. Yo, I just noticed that Sabo lost like his flame spot mechanic in this game. I really don't play Sabo much at all in this game. I used to love him in 3 though. He was busted in 3 with his fire cross. What's my thoughts on Berserk Musou? Honestly, it's like okay, so Berserk Musou is such a good game. Like, it definitely needs a sequel to get fleshed out. But Berserk Musou has probably the best side mode in any Musou game, in my opinion. The Infinite Eclipse, where you just get to go through like the floors. I think that's like the best side mode that's ever been in a Musou game. I would put that in like every Musou game. It's a pretty cool game. I mean, it's based on the Pirate Warriors engine. Not like, they modified it a bit and nerfed things in it a bit, but I do love Berserk. I love the anime. Like, Berserk's one of my favorite anime. I've watched that anime like, I don't even know how many times. There's like a period where I watched that whole anime like every day. I would just watch it over and over and over. I don't know why, I just love Berserk. Yeah, the floor 100 Femto, I mean, it really depends on the character you're playing as, right? Some characters could destroy him, and some characters just couldn't fight him at all. And I think the funniest one is Griffith. Like, Griffith cannot fight himself for anything. But there's definitely some characters that can just, like, body Femto. Oh, she's like spamming that move. Holy crap. Yo, the super mode, like, the way that you just took no damage in Awakening and Berserk was so busted, but then you play the game without using Awakening and you realize why they have it, because Berserk is like such a brutal game. The AI in that game, like, especially like, you'll notice if you try to just run through like regular generic mobs in that game, they will destroy you. Like, you cannot just run through a generic mob like you can other Musou. Like in this game or most other games, you can just like run through any enemy you want. Like, you don't really have to confront them. But in Berserk, like, you really have to, like, you have to fight, or you have to take a long detour around them, because if you just try to run through crowds of enemies, they will poke you to death. Yo, so that went pretty smooth. Surprisingly, playing as Sabo. That's actually probably one of my smoothest runs on that map in a while, since we've been streaming. Because I don't know, I feel like something always goes wrong on that map. But that was pretty smooth. Anyways, we hit the end, and that means we're at the end of the stream. I'll try to stream again tomorrow. I'm gonna be back to, like, hopefully regular streaming and uploading and stuff. I just been like going crazy on Final Fantasy 14, but I'm gonna be doing more Pirate Warriors 4 stuff. Try to do more character guides. Samurai Jack is coming up, which is probably gonna be like my next like main game I play on the channel. I highly suggest looking into it, because there's some crazy good videos out there showing how deep the game is. So I'm pretty hyped for it. It's actually like on the level of like Devil May Cry, from what I've seen, with the weapon switches and all the cancels and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much the game that's gonna be on my channel next. And then, you know, always more Pirate Warriors 4. We're looking forward to those DLC characters. Also Fairy Tail DLC. I don't know when it comes out, but it should be soon actually. So I'll definitely be covering that. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody, and peace. Stream Final Fantasy 14? Maybe. Maybe when I get to end game of Final Fantasy 14, I'll stream it, but I don't really feel like streaming the early game. I feel like I don't know. I just don't feel like the early games worth streaming, especially because I'm like just learning things. But if I get to end game in Final Fantasy 14, maybe I'll start streaming. But probably not while I'm still in the early game. Anyways, peace everybody. Thank you for watching.